play struggles. Do you think that was kind of the difference tonight?
No.
The third period there, it looked like just one of those games that was going back and forth. Other than the outcome, I'm assuming you're very happy with how you guys played in that third period.
Yeah, I think we had 12 scoring chances. They had a few too. I'm sitting behind the bench when we have those chances and not capitalizing, sooner or later against a really good hockey team. We just need to bury one of those. It comes back and bites us.
You talked this morning about wanting the team as a whole to play with more pace, that was going to be important against a team like this. Third period maybe didn't go the way you wanted, but was that the kind of pace you wanted the team to play with?
Well, when you go through the game, when we started, we watched them play. It could have been 10-0, it looked like to me, the way the game started. We slowly got into it, and we played better as the game went on. I thought we made some really good offensive plays in the third period, created a lot of scoring chances, not only off the rush, but also within the forecheck. But Anderson, I didn't think he looked that good early on in a couple of goals that he did let in, but he stood on his head in the third period.
Yeah, is that a team you don't want to get kind of into like a third period dogfight with, just given how experienced they are?
Yeah, that's you look at some of our kids in our back end playing against that team. That's a potential Stanley Cup team. And I watched how our back end played. And really, quite honestly, our whole team as we got going. My thing is I just want them to keep believing. You come away empty with points. I think we can talk about the good things, but they want the points. You got to have something at the end of the night, and that's where belief comes in. That's what's frustrating for me, for them.
What did you think of Morgan Frost today? It looked like he
I got to look at his game. Yeah, I got to look at his game, Sam. I'm not going to comment on individual players.
You mentioned about the fact that Carolina is a real high-end opponent. Over these last 10 days, you guys have played them, Vegas, Dallas, really tough. These are all teams that have designs on winning a cup. I guess, do you come away from that feeling like you guys are close, but you need to, the group needs to learn how to bear down later in games?
It's not so much, I don't think it's bearing down. I think we played our ass off tonight. And as the game, at first, no, it wasn't. We just looked a little parallel. We didn't realize how quick they were, and they kind of jumped us. But as the game went on, we played hard. It wasn't bearing down. We didn't finish our chances, and we have growth. We have to have growth. When you don't win a game like this, we have to take some lessons from it and try to get better. But I'm not disappointed about how we played and how hard we played. It kind of pissed me off at the beginning of the game where we kind of get jumped there for the first 5 or 6 minutes, but then they grew. Then they started playing. Then they realized they could play. I think we all have to keep it in perspective of where we're at here too. And I'm not going to stand up here all year long and talk about moral victories, but I gotta goddamn remember where we are as far as where we're in the organization and the process that we're at. So, yeah, I'm certainly not going to boo the team. I'm going to try to help them.
You mentioned a few games back that when you guys hit these losing streaks, you guys have now lost 4 or 5, that it's going to be a true test for them to get going. Mm-hmm. How do you feel like you guys were, especially in the third period, but also now going into the next game, how do you think they will respond?
Well, we'll see what the next game is. I can't forecast that, but as I said the other night, I like the team. I think the room is good. We have to keep our wits about ourselves when you don't get the results that you want, and just stay about our business each and every day. And you can't get too high when you're winning some games. You can't get too low when you're losing. I know it's a line everybody uses, but that's so important for us this year in what we're trying to do with this organization as we go about our business.
Are you seeing progress on the power play? Obviously, didn't score tonight, but
yes,
you seem better.
Yeah, at times. I thought it was inconsistent tonight. I thought we threw a lot of pucks into pressure instead of away from pressure and trying to get it set up. That's where I thought the biggest weakness on our power play tonight is we didn't get the middle of the ice. We kept on throwing it down the wall, and that's what they're waiting for, to jump you. As we started moving it, I thought it was better. Still inconsistent. But again, same thing as our team. as we try to get better, we're going to keep on working at it and just go day by day.
That's one.
Thanks, Coach.